Hello there, Lunar Squadron, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we have a very exciting Marvel Spider-Man 2 video, as Insomniac has just confirmed a huge new gameplay update for Spider-Man 2 coming in early 2024, and this update features a ton of highly requested gameplay features and changes for the game. And today we're going to break it all down for you. But first, if you're new to the channel, we would love to have you as always, and the way to do that, just go down below this video, hit that little subscribe button, the bell notification right on next to it. It will notify you every single time that Andreas and I upload. Now with that out of the way, Andreas, let's talk some new Spider-Man 2 news.
Oh yeah, let's do this, guys. Let's go ahead and start off with the announcement itself from Insomniac Games. This released on Twitter just about 30 minutes ago from the time of filming, and it starts off by saying, "Hey webheads, we have some news about the next game update for Marvel Spider-Man 2. We know players have been eagerly awaiting features such as New Game Plus and audio descriptions, among many more. We have been working vigilantly on these features and require more testing to ensure the quality is up to our standards. We are now targeting early 2024 for the next game update, and we'll have a feature complete list closer to its release. We've heard your feedback and we'll be adding some highly requested features, including the ability to change the time of day, swap tendril colors, and replay missions, just to name a few. We can't wait to share more with you in the future. In the meantime, we appreciate your patience as our team works to finish our next update for Marvel Spider-Man 2. Thanks, Insomniac Games." Now, Nick, before we dig into the details here, and as you can tell, there's so many great details to get at, I just want to first off praise Insomniac Games, because this is a time where I would expect Insomniac to be recovering. I mean, they just took a pretty big L at the Game Awards. They didn't win any awards there. Now recently this week we're seeing headlines about how there's a massive leak and ransomware targeting Insomniac. And in true Spider-Man fashion, when things are down bad, you just get back up. And this is an example of Insomniac being a real life Spider-Man here, getting back up, doing things the right way, and coming out with a really awesome announcement. I just want to hats off to Insomniac for that.
Yeah, me too. This is a very impressive gameplay update that is coming very soon to Marvel Spider-Man 2. Now, of course, it doesn't say when exactly this gameplay update will be coming, but it does say early 2024, so I wouldn't be surprised to see this come in the early portion of January and probably, February at the latest for this update, because it sounds like all they need is just some additional testing and fine-tuning just to make sure things are up to where they should be in terms of the standard of what we expect out of Insomniac. It doesn't sound like they're expecting a huge delay in pushing this back and there's major issues they have to walk through. It just sounds like they need a couple additional weeks of polishing to get through these gameplay features. And Andreas, like you said, this is a very impressive list of features coming in one gameplay update. To be honest, I thought stuff like this was going to be rolled out over the course of multiple gameplay updates, but the fact that they are going to be putting all of this together in one update is very impressive. Now, I have seen some people quite upset about the fact that it's taken this long to get New Game Plus, or it's taken this long to be able to replay missions, and I understand that, but this game just came out a few months ago, and yeah, you could say that those are features that should have been included in the game at launch, but it's better late than never, and honestly, this isn't that long of a wait. Like I said, it's only been a few months since this game came out. A lot of us have just recently finished the game, or 100% of the game completely. Now, of course, we did it within the first week because we were crazy and we spent all our time just playing this game, but this really isn't that extreme of a window for this to be coming after the game is releasing, and there's a lot of very impressive features coming in, a lot of highly requested features. The ability to change the time of day, that's something that I really wanted for being able to use the photo mode in the game, to be able to choose nighttime, put that symbiote suit on, especially that Raimi symbiote suit, and recreate some of those shots from Spider-Man 3. This was a feature that I really wanted, and talking with people in the community, that is a feature that they really wanted. The ability to swap the color of the tendrils for the symbiote suit and the anti-venom suit. I gotta say, Andreas, outside of New Game Plus, this might be the gameplay feature that I have seen most requested, because people did not like the fact that when you were using the symbiote suit, after you reached a certain point in the story, you would have the anti-Venom white tendrils instead of the black tendrils from the traditional Venom symbiote suit. And I know that it's something that bothered a lot of people. For me personally, I don't know about you, this didn't really bother me, but it's nice to see Insomniac looking at what the community is saying, taking the feedback from the community and implementing it in its game, even months after this game has come out. And of course, Andreas, I know you and I both would have really loved to be able to replay missions just to be able to capture some of the content that we didn't get in the moment for some of the videos that we made. So just a lot of really nice quality of life improvements coming for gameplay in Marvel Spider-Man 2.
It really is very nice. I know I'm so excited to have New Game Plus because when you looked at the overall package that was offered by Spider-Man 2, Insomniac did really put together an incredibly well-polished game. Everything was up to the highest standards within the field, but then when you look at replayability, I would say that Spider-Man 2 fell short on replayability, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts on that, Nick, but this is really going to be a shot in the arm and really give Spider-Man 2 a bit more of a replayability factor because really, after you completed the main story, the only thing left to do at that point with all the side missions done, once you've reached that platinum like we did, there's really nothing to do. You kind of just have to start over with the entire game. Other than running around and maybe beating a few street thugs, there's not really much going on. So New Game Plus will really bring me back to this game, which I'm looking forward to because I miss this game.
Yeah, me too. It really is a great game. And I'm excited for New Game Plus because I really loved the anti-Venom suit, the anti-Venom abilities. And like you said, it felt like by the time I had it completely fleshed out and I had my character completely upgraded and I had everything set and ready to go, you kind of just run out of stuff to do. You have, just the random crimes around the city, and eventually those get old. So I would really like to be able to take all of the abilities that I've unlocked, all of the anti-Venom stuff, all of that stuff, and just go back to the beginning and replay through meaningful content, side missions, clearing out the Kraven bases, all of the stuff like that, just the exciting, heart-pumping combat situations that you get placed in. I would really like to utilize all of the new and fully complete abilities that I have unlocked. So this is a feature that I have very much been looking forward to, and it was one of those features where it's like, I love this game, but I think I'm going to put it down for a while until we get New Game Plus because I want to experience it with everything that I have. So I'm incredibly excited for this. And Andres, I'm excited to find out what other features they will be adding to this new gameplay update because they say that this is just a few of the ones that are coming. So we have a ton of stuff coming in this next update.
That we do. And Nick, I think the other interesting discussion to have right now is, and I'm seeing a lot of people on Twitter in the comments of this announcement asking Insomniac directly, what does this mean for DLC? Because we were almost expecting this Insomniac team to be starting its work on DLC, much of which was hinted throughout the story and side missions of Spider-Man 2. And now that we've learned that Insomniac has been working on this feature update, including New Game Plus, the tendrils, time of day, stuff like that, does that mean that we can maybe expect DLC to be coming later than early 2024 in tandem with this early 2024 update, or something else entirely? What are you thinking, Nick?
For me, this just makes me think that any sort of announcement or timing window for Spider-Man 2 DLC will come after this update is released. So I think if you're expecting an announcement of DLC anytime soon, I would wait till at least after this gameplay update comes out, because it definitely sounds like from this announcement, this is what they're fully focused on right now, is getting this update fine-tuned and then getting that pushed out to the players, and then they could possibly turn their attention towards DLC. But, we've never gotten confirmation of Spider-Man 2 DLC, so we don't know for sure that it's coming. It's just something that we've kind of expected the entire time and something that we've just inferred is going to happen. But, they could always save anything for Spider-Man 3. They don't have to do DLC, but if you are expecting to hear anything about it, it does make sense now for it to come sometime into 2024 at this point, especially with the holidays coming up and all of the terrible things now that Insomniac hopefully is able to take care of, and just an awful situation that they're being placed in. And, anyone out there who's doing what they're doing, cut it out. This is unacceptable to be doing this to other people. You just cannot be doing the things that they're doing. So I really hope that Insomniac is able to get this figured out and people are safe and nothing bad comes from this situation. But between dealing with that and now getting this update fine-tuned, I don't personally now expect Spider-Man 2 DLC anytime in the near future. I would expect an early 2024 announcement for probably mid 2024 release if they are going to do something like that. So I think we're a little bit away from DLC for Spider-Man 2, but we have a ton of stuff coming. We have this update coming. Marvel's Wolverine is around the corner in the next year or so. And then, of course, we will be getting a Marvel Spider-Man 3. So we're not going to be short on Marvel content from Insomniac over the next few years. So nothing to really be worried about for my part.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you, Nick. And I think if any studio in the PlayStation SIE catalog has earned a bit of a breather, it is Insomniac Games. They have delivered more than any other SIE studio in this generation. And I think especially with studios like Santa Monica Studios stepping in with their new free DLC in God of War Valhalla, there is enough there in the PlayStation catalog for gamers to be playing right now as we wait for the next step for Insomniac. And I'm also looking at other developers in the SIE catalog, and I'm thinking, wake up. Like, I'm looking at you, Naughty Dog. Like, can we release something new, please? But that's another story for another time. For now, Nick, I'm just really excited for this update.
Yeah, me too. And, the last thing I want to say is just kind of reading through the comments of this announcement is, there's a lot of disappointment of like, hey, how did this take so long? How did you guys not have this on day one? And, and I can understand some of those frustrations that this is something you should expect in a AAA title of this scale pretty immediately if, not with the game at launch. But at the same time, you have to appreciate Insomniac for their communication with the community. Andreas, we have covered a handful of games in the past, and we've seen a lot of games in the past where there is just absolutely zero communication about what's going on with their game. So I really respect Insomniac sitting down and being open with us and telling us, hey guys, here's what's going on. You may not like it, you may love it, you may hate it, you might whatever, but at least we're going to tell you what's going on and we're not going to hide things from you. We're going to be completely transparent with our situation. And when you factor in all of the stuff that they're dealing with, this is an incredibly difficult time for them. So I just really appreciate the communication out of Insomniac in terms of this update for this game. And guys, let us know your thoughts down below in the comments, what you think of this new gameplay update. Does this add all of the features that you were hoping to see in Spider-Man 2? Are there other features that are not included or listed in this update that you hope are included in this update? What are you most excited for? Also, I have one other question for all of you guys, and this is kind of not related to Spider-Man 2, but just more channel in nature. Recently, we've been kind of expanding our coverage in the various games that we've been covering. We've done, we've gone back to our roots with Star Wars. We've had Spider-Man, we've had Blade, we've had GTA, we've had Wolverine. We've been doing a whole wide array of games recently, and I just want to get your guys' thoughts on the variety of the channel. Is that something you guys would like to see us do more of, expand our coverage into more games, or would you like to see us focus in on more particular things? Personally, we really enjoy the variety because we think it makes things fresh for us and for you guys, the viewers, just to kind of keep things on its toes at all times. So just let us know your thoughts on that down below. I'm really excited to hear what you guys have to say about that. But guys, that is going to do it for us for this one. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, we will see you all next time.